this computer. Okay. Yeah. So, guys, thank you very much. Thanks for coming. This is goal setting class. Um, it is 100. It is 100% practical. So I expect you to be with your pen and your book, and we're going to do a lot of practicals. So I've already planned my own year, right? I've done the year planning. Of course, I'm still refining my plans. So I'll do refining of the plans. I'm shutting down work this evening. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, so 24, 25, 26. I'm off work. 27, I will resume back by those stuff. But for a lot of the clients we work with, so I run a company called the Startup Place, and okay, so what are you going to learn today? We'll analyze 2023. We would, of course, come up with goals for 2024. Then come up with plans for 2024, of course, and I'll share with you some next step. So here's some things about me. I have helped over 500 startups as small business owners. I've worked with over 500 entrepreneurs. I have 10 years experience. I officially started this of 2013, but I started doing consulting and being information space since I was in school from college. So it's 200 levels since 2017. 2007. Thank you. Not 2020, not 2017. I'm the co-founder of the Startup Place. So the Startup Place is a management consulting firm. We're based in Lagos. We basically work with startup and small businesses. That's our focus. And I'm part of the co-founder. I run it with my dad, and it has been an amazing journey. We started 2015, got registered 2018, and it's been interesting. So a lot of the things I'll be sharing with you is things that I work with customers to achieve. So these are practical stuff. These are stuff that has worked for a lot of businesses and has worked for my own business that I run with my dad, right? So I'm teaching you from practical. So one of the things I tell people is that I don't practice what I teach. I teach what I've practiced that has worked. So if I've not practiced something that has worked, I don't teach it. So that is basically what you're going to be getting. So I was supposed to do this part, but because of time constraint, I may just have to just cease from doing this. So no introduction, your name, what to do, expectation, and we can leave it for classes that we have more than that specific amount of persons. So building block of a company. So I normally share this part for everyone. Can you guys hear me? So I know I'm not talking to myself. Can you guys hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay. All right, good. All right, fine. So building block of a company. So for any time I usually teach people as regards to starting, running, or scaling their business. One of the first parts I teach them is called building block of a company. So every company you see has 6 parts. Every company, every business. Sorry, let's even start with the definition of a business. So what is a business? So a business is an organized system that creates value for a target market that can be exchanged for profit. So when you have an organized system that creates value, you have a target market and you can exchange it for profit, you are in business. I'll repeat it again, an organized system. It's creating value, there's a target market for profit. Why am I sharing all of these things? It will help in your goal setting and preparing for 2024 so that you will know you will approach 2024 as a business owner, not just as a freelancer or all of this was no. You do business as a business person because the aim is that your business is supposed to grow into a company where you have people to work for you and you get to grow and enter different markets. That is just basically the essence. And of course, make money while doing that. And of course, get to bless humanity. So every business comprised of the production part, the marketing and sales, human resource, finance, and 6 parts to a business. So I'll quickly run through this stuff. Every organization, company you see existing, these are the 6 parts to them. There's the purpose. So purpose talks about idea, aims, the vision of the company. People start talking about vision of the company after they have eaten money, they have gotten money, they are very settled. So they can start talking about our vision, our mission stuff. When somebody is trying to be in the startup phase or growth phase, or startup phase or idea stage, Most times vision is not the issue. So next is processes. So what are your processes? What are your operations? The systems that you put in place to enable you carry out your core business operation. Then profit talks about capital, talks about your revenue, talks about your costs, everything that has to do with your money part. Sorry, my light just went out. All right, so let's continue. So people talks about who are the persons that you work with or work for you. Products talks about what are the things you are selling, right? So what are the things that you are selling? What are that how would I put it? What are that things that you take as value to the marketplace that people exchange it with profits or with revenue for you? Then, of course, promotion talks about your marketing and sales, right? Uh, Marketing, sales, customer management, expansion, all of them is under promotion. So these are the 6 key parts to a business. Very important. Please note it. Now, something else again is that one of the things we're looking at doing as a firm next year is that I want to work with a lot of startups, tech startups basically, because we started discovering that startups are really, really having issues in Nigeria. A lot of startups are failing. Now, what is now causing startups to fail? The reason that a lot of startups are failing is that um sorry, 1 minute, just 1 minute, please. 1 minute. I want to check something here. Just 1 minute, please. Just 1 minute. Sorry, just want to check something here, then we can continue. Um, all right, fine. So, um, the one of the things we want to do with a lot of startup, time is going on, practical. Okay, let's be fast. So one of the things we're looking at doing with startup is to help a lot of startup because there are 3 persons that build a business. There's the technician, there's the manager, and there's the entrepreneur. A lot of times when people start a business and the business fails are people that are technicians, people that are skilled workers that decided to become an entrepreneur. So most of them lack that management skill. And management is a very key important part for running a successful business. So every business you see working, there's the technical people that do the everyday work. There's the manager that sets systems and processes in place. And there's the entrepreneur. So let's start. Planning for 2024. So the first thing for us to plan for 2024, so I getting to the practical side now. So let's start. So this is the practical side. So how do you plan first for 2024? Now, if you want to plan for 2024, I shared it on my YouTube channel as well. I'm also going to share it here. You don't start planning for 2024 by going to go and set goals for 2024. You are just coming from an existing year. Now, I had this statement from someone, and it was given by one of the greatest minds of physicists that has ever lived, Albert Einstein. He said one of the definitions of insanity is doing things the same way and expecting a different result. So when you do things the same way and expecting a different result, you are insane, or politically speaking, or not speaking well, straight to the point, you are a fool. And I don't want anybody to be called a fool, and I don't want myself to be called a fool. So what you should do is that as human beings, God has blessed us with the ability to reflect. So the first thing is that you need to really analyze and reflect on 2023. So let's start with that. So it's a practical class, so we're going to take 5 minutes to do this part. So when we're done with this part for 5 minutes, we're going to move to the next one. So if you're watching this video post the webinar, you can pause the video, get this part done. So there are 4 areas. So I call it the SSML metrics. So those 4 things. Number 1, what are the things you need to start doing? What are the things you need to stop doing? What are the things you need to do more of? And what are the things you need to do less of? So you need to critically just think and look at your business and say, okay, what are the things I achieved in 2023? The business goals I set. If you didn't set business goal, well, you decided to do business. So what are the things that I need to start doing that I didn't do in 2023? So you write it down. So we're in the practical section. So let's get started. Let's get started because this is practical. This is, like I said, it's an 100% practical class. So what are the things that you didn't do that you need to start doing? So maybe you were supposed to hire 1 staff. You were supposed to register your business. I'm just saying, oh, you should have registered your business. You were supposed to attract capital. Maybe you were supposed to open a website, or you were supposed to launch a new product. You didn't do it. So you didn't do that one. So that's right. I need to start this. What are the things you need to stop doing? So maybe the thing you need to stop doing is that you may need to stop handling your social media as the entrepreneur. So maybe you need to stop doing some of the technical work. So start writing it. Like I said, this is a practical class, so let's get practical. Next is, what are the things you need to do more? So things you need to do more. So things you need to double up. So you may need to say, okay, I need to double up on my marketing. I need to double up on my posting online. I've been posting just casually every 2 days. So I need to turn it to 4 days. 2 days I've been posting, I get 1 customer per week. If I start posting, if I double that, I'll be getting 2 customers per week, which of course would double your growth as a business. So what are the things you need to do more? So start writing. I need to do more selling. I need to do more more connection with my customer. I need to go out more. I need to network more. I need to pay attention to my staff more. All right. So let's basically do that. Okay. Sorry, one of my kids came around. Holiday season. Okay. Then next, what are the things you need to do less? Now, the stuff you need to do less are not bad things, but you need to reduce it. So for me, one of the things I need to do less is that I need to attend staff meeting of my customers less. It is not productive. I need to do less interviews. I have people that do interview. I was doing interview, I stopped a bit, I started doing it again. So right now I need to do less interview. In fact, let me tell you to stop. I need to stop doing interview entirely, right? I need to stop sending invoices because we have somebody that is in our accounting department that handles accounts. So the person is supposed to be sending invoice. So these are things for me. Oh, I wrote it down. Oh, I wrote the less. So I need to do less of it. So if I'm going to be sending invoice, it will be 20% of the time. 80% of the time, somebody else should send invoice. So this is the SSML metrics. It is very important to do this because this is helping you reflect on your 2023. If you don't reflect on your 2023, there's a particular year we went through the year, and I was telling my wife, I think that was the year 2020, 2019 to 2020. I was telling my wife that a lot of people are going to have a repeat of last year. She was like, oh, God forbid. I was like, it is not a God forbid stuff here. It's that a lot of these persons, they don't reflect on the last day, and they are going into the year with their new self. And if you're going into your year with your new self, with your same old self, you will repeat the year. So it's saying the same thing. So are we done? Are we done? Are we done? Are we done with this so that we can move to the next point? I want us to be done by 8 o'clock. So are we done with this? We still have a lot of things to do. So are we done? So like I said, it's 100% practical. So let's get this thing done. Let's get this done. So if you are done, say I. So if you're watching this later on, all you just basically have to do is I pause this video, get this done. Once you get it done, then you can play the video back. So are we all done? Tutu, Oluseun, Joshua, Esther, Are you guys done? You can just drop a chat so I will know so that we can proceed to the next part. Almost. Okay, fine. You can just get to work on it later. You can take a screenshot of this and get to work on it later. So when you are done with this, then we can then start talking about 2024, setting goals for 2024, which is very easy. So the first thing you need to understand is the science of goal setting. Now, there's something, I don't know who came up with this stuff, but anybody that came up with it, seriously, God bless that person. Anyway, it is. I believe this is God's wisdom. It's called the SMART goal. It's called specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, timely. It's an acronym for goals. An acronym for SMART goals. So number one, the goals you're setting for 2024 has to be specific. Who, what, when, where, why. It has to be specific, like specific, straight to the point. You can't say in 2024, I want to make more money. It's not specific. You can't say in 2024, we want more customers. It's not specific. Specific, right? You want to grow business. You want to grow. You really want your business to grow. It is not specific. You need to be clear-cut specific. Next thing is you need to be measurable. You can't improve what you don't. You can't improve what you don't measure. So what it's just basically saying is that your goals you are going to be setting for 2024 has to be things you can measure. I want to grow my business by what metrics? I want more customer by what metrics? It's just basically putting metrics to your goals. I want to make how much naira? Okay, this year I want to hit 10 million in revenue. I want to hit 100 million in revenue. I want to hit 500 million in revenue. What is that? It has to be measurable. It's the science of goal setting. You need to get these parts very well. Achievable, challenging but not impossible. So I usually tell people that I've seen one book that I say think small, and well, a lot of people will say, that book is a bad book. So I prefer you think small, hit that target, increase your thinking, hit that target, increase your thinking, hit that target. I think a very big thinking and it incapacitates you, you're not making forward, the goal is already shocking you. So if somebody has not, so I most times when I have strategy section with people and they're like, okay, what do you want to do? Say this year I want to hit my first million. I said, okay, how much are you currently doing in business? And most times I said, okay, I'm currently doing like 200K per annum. I'm just assuming 200,000 naira per annum. And most times I just said them setting goal for 1 million, it's fine, right? But it's like doing 500%. That will stress you too much. Why not to say you're going to double or you're going to triple what you're currently doing? So it is achievable, it's challenging, but it's not far out of reach. So any goals you're setting should challenge you, but it is not far out of reach. It is realistic, closely connected to the objective. So it's relevant, sorry, closely connected to your objective. So it means one of the things you need to also ask yourself is that, remember, like we were sharing from the beginning, every business has a purpose. So the goals you're going to be setting for your business has to come together to enable you achieve your business goals. It is very important to get to do that. So what business goals is it enabling you to achieve? So it has to be clearly connected to and be relevant to your business objectives. Then finally, timed or timely. A completion date holds you accountable. When do you want to? So most times it is being done within the 365 days. So, but you need to also get to set within this time, within the 365 days, I should have hit this. So that takes us to the point whereby we do focus for goal setting. So this is the focus for goal setting. So this is what I use for my clients. We did an adjustment this year, and this is the same thing I basically do. So if you want to set goals, your focus for goal setting has to be with 4 areas. Number one is business development. So your business development captures marketing, captures sales, captures product development, and captures new market entry. So when you want to set business development goals, it's either a marketing goal, it includes sales goals, it will include product development goals, and it's also going to include new market entry goals. Very important. Note that. People go. Now, as your business grows, you need to have people that you work with, and you need to set people go. So people goals include your staffing, includes vendors, includes supply or suppliers, right? So you need to basically have that goal you're setting. Then operation goals. So when it comes to operation, it talks about the structure, talks about systems, talks about technology. So the structure you're putting in place, whether it's corporate governance or internal structure that you're putting in place, what are the structure you want to put, what are the goal structure, what are the systems you want to put in place in your business, right? Marketing system, sales system, and you want to deploy some new system. What technology are you bringing or you want to input in your business? That goal, you need to write it. Then finally, the revenue goal. Very important. So the revenue contains sales, contains capital and cost. So sales talks about how much you want to earn, like income. Capital talks about if you're looking at raising money. So there's one of our clients, we had strategy section for them, I think on what was that? On Thursday. Yes, on Thursday, we had strategy section with them on Thursday. So that same Thursday, we're able to say, okay, they're looking at 18. So we wrote 4 billion in sales, but they were saying, no, they want to do 5 billion in sales. Then I told them that, okay, we need to raise capital, and we're looking at raising $1 million in revenue. So in capital, to raise capital, that is a billion naira, and cost also too. So your goals should cover these 4 areas. Your goals should cover these 4 areas. Very important. So these 4 areas should cover your goals, any goal you're setting, right, for your business, to just simplify it. I can't show you mine. I can't show you mine. But my goals we set for the company is as this. It's very, very, very short goals. They're not too much long goals that you'll forget them. But each goals are very big, right? So like I said, and business development, people, operations, revenue. You set goals in this area. So just set goals in this area. It captures a lot of the things that I've already shared. So now we're going to go back to this main point. So what we're going to do right now is that we're going to pause it. So if you're listening to this video later on, you pause. So if you're listening to the video, if you're here in class right now, I'm going to take a 5 minutes break, right? So in the next 5 minutes, I want you to come out with goals using this. Remember, there's a smart model. Why is this person not going up? So there's a smart model that we talked about. Yeah. So the smart model will talk about your goals have to be specific, have to be measurable, achievable, relevant, timed. Good. And next, your goals have to come in 4 areas for your business: business development, people, operations, and revenue. So we're going to pause the class for 5 minutes. So in the next 5 minutes, like I said, it's practical, right? I'll teach you, do practical, teach you, do practical. So we just have some other parts to do apart from this, then we are done, right? So it's already 7:30, and I said 8 o'clock, we are done for 8, or even before 8. It doesn't really take too much time to plan your year. So, so 5 minutes. So I'm giving you 5 minutes. So this is 7:30. By 7:35, I'll start the class again. All right. So in doing that, I may just have to pause. So guys, get to work. So I'm pausing the recording to resume recording. Okay, fine. So before we proceed, right? We can let us hear from someone. All right, so let me hear from someone. Do you need help? Were you able to set the goals for the next 1 year? Does anybody want to share? Oh,
All
does
right,
anyone
sir.
want? Okay, yeah, sure.
Okay. Yes, of course, I'm not sure, but this is this is so powerful. Thank you so much, sir. So basically, with what you have just said, the business development, people, operation, and revenue. I've been able to do a part of business development about marketing. But what I'm looking at is, of course, I should be able to look at the goals for my sales to be able to know where to market to again. So, and my product development, one of the things I didn't do that I started that I was supposed to achieve in 2023 that I didn't do is our healthy baking classes on an online class that we're supposed to do. So I've put that in product development. I've also put I've also put in the new market entries, looking at other places. Like yesterday, I had to visit a pharmacist to actually talk
Okay.
to them about our thoughts and the rest. So I had to drop our flyers, which I've not done before. So a lot of the things that I want to really achieve in 2024, I've been, trying to put them together in this season, even though I've not really done exactly what you are teaching us now, which is very powerful, which I'm also, I'm loving it. I'm working it. So for people, I put in the staff that we need, going through your courses, your training the other time. I realized, of course, something have to be with the motive to grow our business. So I've been able to put in, at least that for January, we should get at least a staff, and looking forward in like 3 months time, we should be able to increase the staff, looking at the projection for our sales. For operation, I've not really touched that. And then for revenue, I've not really touched that, because but what I wrote down here is to actually get our bank statements, to be able to have a thorough look at it and be able to do a good projection for our sales and capital and cost. Thank you, sir.
Okay. All right. Thank you. That was good. That was good. So, let's go to the next part. Uh, so quickly, let's go to the next part. Have we started recording back? Timo? Okay, it's recording. So 90-day model. So one of the things that helped me was that I started this goal setting stuff from 2007. So I was a student by then. And a lot of the goals I've set for my life, yeah, I've achieved them. But one year, I paused. I told myself that instead of setting a long 365 days goal and start working with it, and a lot of things will happen within the year, why don't I do like a proper company? Every proper company you see, they have Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4. Q stands for quarter. So there's quarter one, January, February, March, that's Q1. April, May, June is Q2. June, July, August. No, sorry. July, August, September is Q3. October, November, December is Q4. So you need to start aligning your business as how businesses around the world position themselves. So every business you see out there, they always have a 90-day plan. They have a 1 year goal, but they don't plan 1 year. They plan 90 days. Plan is deciding your course of action, telling yourself, this is the exact stuff that I am going to basically do. It's different from goal. So goal is, this is what I want to do. Plan is how I intend to achieve this stuff I want to do. So plans answer the question how. Goals answer the question what. So one of the things I'm going to lead you to do right now is to come up with a 90-day model. So what is the first 90-day goal you want to achieve? So in the first 3 months of 2024. So if you say number one, in 2024, I'm just taking for example, you want to hit 10 million in sales revenue. So you want to make 10 million naira. Revenue, not profit. Because revenue and profit are very different. So you want to do 10 million naira in 2024. So it means that instead of you to say, okay, 10 million naira 2024, I'll just go straight to it. You can break it down and say, I am going to spread it. So in the first quarter, I'm going to do 2.5 million. So you are entering into 2024, and it's 2.5 million you're looking for the first 3 months. My sales strategy, my marketing strategy, my product development strategy, my market entry strategy is going to be in alignment with me achieving my first quarter goal. Is this understood? Does anybody have a question? Is this understood? Is this understood? Or should I repeat myself again? I can repeat myself, oh, if you didn't catch it, I can repeat myself. Is this
Can
understood?
repeat.
Oh, okay, fine. So this is what I'm saying. For you to be able to be very efficient in 2024, you have goals, but most of the goals you are setting is too big. And the best way to eat an elephant is to eat it in bit size.
Yeah.
Huh? Is that understood?
Yes.
So if you want to
Yes.
eat an elephant, eat it in bit size. Eat the elephant in bit size. So how do we eat an elephant in bit size? We cut it. It's called work breakdown structure. It's called division of labor. So instead of you to say, okay, oh, I am going to build the house straight up, you first do foundation, then you do block work, then you do one part, then you do another part. So basically, it's the same thing. It's the same thing with sorry, I'm very sorry, I forgot to turn on the video back. So it's the same thing with running a business, all right? You need to break down your business, your goals into quarterly. So the first 90 days of 2024, take for example, like I said, you want to achieve 10 million naira in sales. The first 90 days, you'll say, I want to do 2.5 million for the first 3 months. Because if you break it down, it's like we have 4 quarters in the year. When you break it down, 4 quarters divided by 4, so it's 10 million divided by 4. Sorry, maths. 10 million divided by 4 will give you 2.5 million. So that is 2.5. 10 million divided by 2 is 5 million. If you divide 5 by 2, it will give you 2.5. 2.5, sorry. For people that did do maths very well in school, apologies. So that is going to be 2.5 or 2.5. So 2.5 is 2,500,000 naira. So you would say in the next 90 days, March, January, February, March, I am going to make sure I hit 2.5 million. You can further break it down and say every month I'll make sure that I hit as much as a million naira minimum. That's what I'm going for. So it just means that it helps you. What if you achieve those 90 days, it aggregates to enable you achieve your big goal for the year 2024. So the model I normally do is a very sweet model. If you try this model, you will tell me thank you. In the towards by this time next year, God sparing our life, you will tell me thank you because you would have broken down your year into manageable tasks. So instead of you to say, oh yeah, I want to do 10 million naira in sales and revenue. So maybe last year I did like 2 million. This year I said, okay, yes, I want to do 10. I want to go times 5. So 10 million is already scaring you. But if you put it in 2.5, you know that it's easy. We can hit that part. Then we'll finish that first 90 days. We'll do another 90 days. We'll do the third 90 days. And we'll do the fourth 90 days. Is that understood?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
fine. So basically, let's do practical. So what is going you're going to do in practical is that you're going to look at the goals you have set for 2024, right? You're going to look at the goals you've set for 2024. I remember the goals you're setting for 2024 has to do with these 4 areas: your business development, your people, your operations, and your revenue. So you're going to take those goals and you're going to tag yourself, what do I want to achieve for the first 90 days? Then you write it down. So between January and March, which of these goals do I want to achieve? Or how can I break down this goal to ensure that between January and March, this is what I will achieve in the goals. Remember, your goals are specific, they are measurable. So there's the units that it can be broken down. So everybody, let's get that done. Let's get that done. So when we're done with that, I'll just basically share something with you and something with you again, then we're done. So let's get that done. So let's take 5 minutes to do that. Oh, it is 7:47. So let's take 3 minutes to do that. It's not really very much. I'm going to stay. I'll be waiting. So get that done. Get that done quick. Break down your goal into 90 days. So just tell yourself, okay, in the next 90 days, uh, for the first 90 days of 2024, these are the goals. My goals for 2024. This is what I intend to do. This is what I intend to do. This is what I intend to achieve. So let's get that done. Let's get that done. So that was basically right. Like I told you, the class is 100% practical. So I teach, you write. I teach, you write. you're watching this video later on, you need to pause this class and you need to get creating with your 90-day model. Right? So for the first 90 days of 2024, all right, what is the biz dev? What is the operation goals? What are the revenue goals? And what are the people goals you intend to achieve? One minute more. One minute more. And it is 7:49. Okay, so can we continue? All right, so that is just basically it on process. So would you like to grow your business? If your answer is yes, just type I. So before I get to share something with you guys right now, does anybody have a question to ask? Oh, gosh, sorry. I have a little bit of a cold. So does anybody have a question to ask? Hello? Hello?
Hello,
Does
sir.
any... Yeah, so
Can you hear
quick
me,
one.
sir?
Let me just take just one or two questions. Yes?
Okay, can I go ahead?
Yes, yes, sure, sure.
I think you should help me to understand goals when it comes to operation, the structure, system, and technology that you said earlier on. I really didn't get that. Just a
Question. All right, sorry. I'm going to be a bit teary. I hate that. Okay, fine. So, when it comes to operation, what are the things you do every day? Your core business activity. So, what are the things you do every day? Please pause your, mute yourself. All right, fine. So, um, operation talks about your core business activity. It talks about things you do every day that keeps your door open. Is a very strong part when it comes to running a business. So, how do you set goals for there? So, when it comes to operations has to do with processes, has to do with systems, has to do with structure, and also has to do with technology, right? So if you are setting goals, you can also say my operation, how efficient do you want your operation to be? How many, to what level of level do you want to reduce error? What are the structure you want to put in place? Operations can even have to do with, okay, you want to set up a production department. You're doing production all by yourself, so you just want to create a production department on the side. So it just depends. Okay, you guys may need to just give us 10 minutes extra, please, right? I wanted us to finish by 8, but questions are coming. So you may need to just say, okay, my plan for 2024 is to set up a production department, right? Now, first thing to do, first 90 days, I will develop an SOP. I'm just saying, develop an SOP. An SOP is called a standard operating procedure. Q2, I am going to hire an operations person. Q3, we would have to create a production hub separate from our factory, current factory. Q4, I will do this, and that. So you just broke down everything. So every quarter has a specific stuff you're working towards, which at the end of the day, we aggregate towards you setting the production department for the company. I hope that is well understood.
Yes. Yes. Thank you.
All right. Thank you too. Okay. Last question. Then I share something with you guys. Then we can call it a close. Please don't mute yourself if you are not willing to talk. Hello.
Yeah, hello, good evening.
Yeah, good evening, Abiola.
Thank you so much, sir. Quick one. I have a business, and the revenue of my business maybe is like ₦1 million.
Mm.
And next year, I really want to grow it. But I'm having issue using some online marketing because, my business is based on printing, and you really need referral to get business done.
Okay.
So in that kind of situations, how can I go to increase my revenue?
Mm. Your question is out of the context of our class. But what I would also tell you is that,
Oh,
yes, it's out of the context of the. But what I would tell you that, yes, you have already asked the question. I can just give you some free advice. So what I would also tell you is that if you basically want to grow your revenue, there are a lot of things to put in place. So I can't just give a straight answer because I still have some other questions to ask you. Who are you targeting? What are your key products and services? What's your location? What's your current marketing channel? How do you basically get customer? What's your price points? So there are a lot of things to get to ask you to say. Then I will then finally give you the clear-cut direction to follow to boost your revenue as a business. You can grow from 1 million to 5, 10 million. Printing is not hard. I've done printing business before. So, but what I would tell you, or what I would advise you is that look at your business, look at what, and tell yourself you are going to double what makes that thing work. If you double what makes that thing work, you will be doing 2 million naira. If you multiply it by 5, you'll be doing 10. You'll be doing 5 million. So just look at your business, sit down and ask yourself what is working. How is it working? What are the things that I can do? Let me double. So if it is referral you normally get, people refer you. How do you ensure that your customers refer you more? So with that, we're fine. I think I've answered your question, Biola. So would you like to grow your business? So in the year 2024, starting from January, I think that should be it. I'm going to be doing the business growth masterclass. So it's going to be a 1 month class, and the 1 month class is going to cover 6 parts. So 6 things I'm going to be working on. The first thing is your
okay.
business direction. So the business direction is that I will help you draft a 5-year direction for your business. So what your business is going to be in the next 5 years. Then we'll come up with good marketing templates that will enable you attract, convert, and grow your customer base. So basically going to work on that for everybody that attends the class. Thirdly, we're also going to work on your finance. So finance part is a very important part. So I run the business currently right now. One of the things we do is that we do consulting. Salary is not an issue for me. Every month, I know exactly the type of amount we make, or we will make plus. Right, so I'm going to be teaching you how to come up with a business model, a financial model that ensures that you are guaranteed of the money you're going to be making monthly. It is very possible in business, so I'll be teaching you that. Of course, I'll be teaching you how to create a good operations for your business. Then we're also going to be doing 3 products. So I'll help you create 3 products that will help you relaunch into your market. In fact, this new year, in fact, product I'm already thinking about creating. I'm trying to test the market. We already have 3 customers. And next year, we'll create a different department for that. My plan with that product is that we'll be doing an average of 1 million to 2 million per month once the product gets to settle very well. 1 out of the 3 products we want to release next year. So it's something that I've experienced with that. Of course, I'll be giving you templates. So basically, this is just an overview of what you're going to be getting. The business direction, if I'm going to do a business direction for anybody, is 75,000. Marketing development is 50,000. Financial development is 50,000. Operations, to work on your operations, is 75. Product development, if I sit with you and come up with good products for you and document it and give to you, it's another 50,000. Template is 25. So number 1, it's a 5 days class. is 100% practical. So we're going to be picking one place every day. So I teach you in-depth teaching, and you do what I ask you to do, but I will follow you. I would ensure you to. So everybody's going to share their screen and share what they do. It's 100% practical. So it's not that it's la cram la pour. I'm just teaching you, you just get it and just say bye bye. It's practical. If you're not ready to do practical, please don't come for the class. Keep your money. I'm not interested. Now we're going to also be giving weekly group coaching calls. So I will work with you weekly. We'll have calls. We'll get to answer a lot of your business questions. Then we'll do a 30-day business development. So within that 30 days, I'll be teaching you guys a lot of things on business, sales, creating structure for your business, and every other stuff we're going to be doing. So normally, if you're paying a lot of all of this stuff, it's 325,000. The last person we worked with, we charged them $1 million naira. Yeah, that's why I charged them to work with them. And next year, they're already engaging us. So they want us to work with them for the entire 2024. So and it's a real estate company, right? And they are already doing very well. We're at the strategy section with them. But I decided to do Christmas gifts, and I'm doing it for instead of 45,000. So reducing it like 10%. I decided to do it for 10,000. So for not 10, sorry, 30,000. 30K is 30,000. I can't do this thing for 10,000. It's not worth it. So for 30,000, you're basically going to have access to this 6 stuff: business direction, marketing development, finance development, operations, production, product development, and templates. Now, I'm just going to say something. Every business has 6 parts, 6 phases to a business. There's the idea stage, there's startup stage, there's growth phase, there's maturity stage, there's consolidation, and there's declining. I don't teach maturity, consolidation, declining. I know about it, but I don't teach. But I teach and I train people and coach people on idea stage. And I teach, I train and coach people on startup stage, and growth phase, because I have a business that I've passed through from idea, we have passed through startup, and we're in growth stage. So I will only teach you what I have used in my business that have worked. So basically, this is the account details. So it's just for 30,000, and I'll basically be closing everything by 31st of December, because I'm traveling. I'm going for a retreat. I'll be back 7th. By 8th of January, we're starting. We'll run from 8th of January to 8th of February. By February, everything changes. The investment will no longer be 30,000 naira. It will change. It may be 50,000 naira, because this is real value you're basically going to be getting. Also, it's a 5-day class. 5-day, every day we're going to be doing class, minimum an hour plus 2 hours we'll be doing class. Then we'll also basically be working together for the next 30 days. So if you're interested, Lord, you already said 10K. Let the Lord use this, sir. I refuse to hear the Lord in the area. Sorry, it's 30,000. That I can't do 10K for stuff like this. I can't do 10K. I can't do 10K. So this class I just did for you guys right now. It's classes that I've seen people do goal setting class, and it's not even practical. They just teach you on goals, teach you different stuff from online, and tell you bye bye. But if you have come for this class, I believe you have gotten value, because it's practical. You paused, you did stuff. You paused, you did stuff. Even if you go back to refine your stuff, at least it came out of the class with your goals written down. So basically that is it. 10,000. Maybe I will look at doing something for 10,000 next year. Sure. Maybe something for 10,000. Maybe something for just 1 week, a challenge, something like that. But for now, this is for people that basically they're in the idea stage business, or they are startup and they're looking at growing. So those are the category of business that I am working with, and I would love to also get to work with very well. So like I said, the investment is on normally supposed to be 325. Calculate everything. Okay, let me do Santa 45,000. But for you attending this class, it's 30,000. I'm going to be sharing it in my different communities, and I'm going to be advising for 45,000. So if you attended this class, I already know your names here. If I say any last, that is 30,000 for somebody that didn't attend this class. I'll call the person back and send the person's money back to him. So thank you very much. Thank you for attending this class. Do appreciate this. Thank you. So my name is Mark Onoja. You can follow me on LinkedIn. I'm very popular on LinkedIn and also very popular on my YouTube channel. Of course, you can also join my community on WhatsApp. I just a close group where I just share content with them that help them grow their business. So thank you very much. Thank you once again.
Recording.
Yeah, so recording. Yes, I'm going to also share the recording. Yes, I will share the recording. But from next year, any webinar I do like this, I won't share the recording. The recording is going to be available on request and it's going to be purchased. So this is the last webinar I will be sharing recording. I'll just keep it somewhere for myself to be looking at it, right? So yes, so for next year, if you want recording, you have to pay, even if it's as much as paying 1,000 or 2,000 at least, because people only attach value to what they pay for. So I can do these things for free, but sometimes if people don't pay for something, they don't take it serious. I have a coaching stuff. I'm starting January. It's for 4 weeks, and I'm paying 150,000, and it's strictly online. But is we don't even have access to the guy. We're just gonna watch video, do assignments, he comments on it. So, and I'm paying 150K for it. I'm going to Abuja. I'm spending almost 500K for a 2-day meeting. So, it's the value you get to place on things that will determine the kind of value you get from it. So, I'm encouraging you guys, go for this stuff and see you on the other side. Thank you for your time. It's already 8:05, exactly 1 hour. Who are the people here? So I need to just appreciate everyone for coming. Tutu, thank you. Adiola, thanks for stopping by. Esther, Nana, thank you. Joshua, thank you for coming. Abiola, also thank you for coming. Yes, I'm going to be stopping the recording. Yes. So